The world's only 1,000-year-old ancient bridge that can still open for boats was actually built by our ancestors using the clever idea of building a bridge by partially dismantling it. In the beginning, people could only cross the river by small wooden boats. But the river was wide and the current was fierce, so traveling by boat was slow and accidents were common. So, being clever, you gathered dozens of small boats, lined them up side by side in the middle of the river, tied them tightly together with thick hemp ropes, and created a temporary pontoon bridge. However, the waves were too strong, and the floating bridge was soon torn apart by the current. So you simply built a massive stone pier in the middle of the river, about 17 meters long and wide, then split the pontoon bridge into two sections and anchored them onto the pier. Stability improved dramatically, but when the rainy season arrived and the river swelled, even the reinforced floating bridge could not withstand the floodwaters. Transportation between the two banks was once again cut off. That's when you thought, since floating bridges aren't sturdy enough, why not build a permanent stone bridge by driving a row of stone piers directly into the river and laying thick stone slabs on top? But you quickly discovered another problem. The river current constantly washed away the sand beneath the piers, causing them to tilt or collapse. To build stable foundations, you first laid a thick, flat layer of granite along the riverbed in the direction of the current. This reinforced the riverbed and prevented erosion. Then, you stacked long carved stone blocks in alternating layers on top of the foundation, creating solid bridge piers. Not long after, you realized that square piers had another flaw. The upstream face was too wide. They blocked the flow of water, hindered flood discharge, and were easily damaged by the rushing current. So you added pointed, boat-shaped cutwaters to the upstream side of each pier. When water hit the pier, it would split and flow around both sides, reducing the impact force by more than half. Next came the bridge deck. Ordinary stone slabs were too thin. They couldn't support enough weight or survive long-term flooding. So you went to nearby mountains and quarried dozens of giant stone beams, each weighing around 30 tons. The beams were laid flat on barges. During the rainy season, when the river level rose, the barges were floated between two piers. As the water level slowly dropped, the barges descended with it, leaving the stone beams perfectly seated atop the piers. This technique became known as the floating barge beam installation method. But the surfaces of the stone beams were uneven and difficult to walk on. So you laid another layer of bluestone slabs over them, creating a smooth bridge surface. After the bridge was completed, however, you discovered a major issue. The bridge deck was too low, and large cargo ships could not pass underneath. So you removed several central bridge piers and brought in 18 small boats, lining them up side by side in the gap. Wooden planks were laid across the boats to form a bridge deck, and thick ropes tied all the boats securely to the piers on both sides. Thus, a removable, movable pontoon bridge was created. At night, whenever large ships needed to pass, the ropes would be untied and the boats moved aside to open a navigation channel. During the day, the boats would be repositioned and reassembled so pedestrians could cross again. In this way, the bridge allowed convenient travel for local people without interrupting the busy river trade. Later, to improve safety and beauty, carved railings were added along both sides of the bridge, and small pavilions were built on every pier. These not only made the bridge more elegant, but also gave travelers a place to rest and enjoy the scenery. Congratulations, you had completed the magnificent Guangxi Bridge.